What's going on, guys? Welcome to another one of Black Iron's battles. Today, we've got something a little different. I know I've been doing a lot of recordings for you guys, so before we get into round 2 of Shadow's tournament, we're going to go ahead and get some live Blood Bowl action for you. I'm going to go ahead and take the Dwarves, and let's go ahead and go with something a little bit different. So, first off, I'm starting to get in tournament mode, so make sure we're checking which maps we're playing on. This one's Tooth Grass Hill. So this one will have pretty straightforward engagement. So let's go ahead and we're going to take Ungrim. Let's go strip him all the way down. We're going to make him super cheap. 1350. Ungrim is unbreakable. So he is, you know, his leadership is always going to stay at 120 armor. He's ready to go. We'll go ahead and we'll take a Thane as well. Let's go ahead and strip him down. And we're going to give him both of his items, though. We'll give him that Master Rune of Stromny to add that melee attack. And also, we're going to get that Tormentor Sword. So I'm always trying to grab as much melee attack as I can. So that's why I'm going to grab that. And now we are up against the Orcs, who won't have a great range contingent, but what they will have is a ton of Black Orcs. So let's go ahead. We're going to grab some Gremlins Ironbreakers. We'll grab a couple of Dwarf Warriors with great weapons, just in case there's some Goblins up there. We'll put two Dwarf Warriors with great weapons on each side. We'll go ahead and use Gremlins, and let's go ahead and start getting some nasty stuff to... let's see, so they may have some boar boys in the back, but they won't have too much large, I don't think. So we'll go ahead and get some more great weapons to cut through some armor. Let's get one group of hammers. Leaves us, we'll get Bugman's Rangers. No, we won't get Bugmans. Let's get two groups of Thunderers for their armor piercing to cut through those Black Orcs. We'll get a group of, we'll get those two Thunderers. Let's actually, yeah, we can do some pretty good damage to Black Orcs. Let's grab an organ gun. That'll leave us with 1100 still to go. We may need a little bit more chopping power here. So let's get some, just some regular Longbeards and maybe one more group of Dwarf Warriors. And that should leave us pretty good. So we got a huge Dwarf Warrior front line. We've got some ranged units here to do some good damage. We've got a couple of Longbeards. That should be pretty good. You know, I probably could have went with a little bit prettier of a build, but we got what we wanted. So we got those Gremlins Ironbreakers, which are just really strong. They last forever with all of their armor they got. We've got a bunch of great weapons to cut through the armor of Black Orcs. We've got some good Dwarf Warriors there, just in case they go with some Goblin hordes, we won't get outnumbered and dragged down. The hammers should do pretty well on the offense, as well as all of our Thunderers there. So we should be able to hopefully take this hill and use that as our vantage point to do major damage. At this point, let's go ahead and get the Ironbreakers right up there. Let's grab, let's get our Dwarf Warriors here. We'll go ahead and get and line them up real straight. We'll go ahead and move the great weapons back a little bit, just so the units here in the front with their shields will take some damage. And we're going to have them move past those Gremlins, we hope. Here in the back, we're going to keep the Slayers right here with our organ gun there. We'll keep our Thunderers here in the main group, and we're going to actually keep them pretty square so that they're a little bit more responsive. So the squarer they are, the easier they turn and set up. We'll keep our right in the middle here. We'll keep the Grumbling Guard so they can give everyone bonuses. Keep our hammers there in the back. Our Longbeards, we'll put them together there. Actually, we'll put them together and we'll put the Thunderers inside. There we go. Or I mean the hammers inside. And then let's go ahead and get Ungrim and the Thane right up here in the front. They're going to be the elite guard there with those Gremlins. We're going to have all these other units together, except for we're going to use control to remove him. We'll keep those guys together on their own, and let's go ahead and start the battle. Alright, so I don't know if you guys saw that Blood Bowl match. It was just amazing. It was between me in 8th place and Sotek in 1st place. So if you guys do like Blood Bowl, you have to watch that game. It was just an amazing game. I mean, it went to turn 22, first round of the playoffs. I don't want to spoil it, but it was just, I mean, oh man, it was such a great game. I just wish I will spoil it. I wish I had won, you know. So either way, and then we've also got Shadows Tournament still continuing. I hope you guys are enjoying those videos. And I had a best of 5 actually against Professor Pone up on Turin's channel. So I'm going to be putting those videos up. I've got a bunch of 2 vs 2s with Magic Potato and all different guys. I mean, I pretty much have so many videos ready to go. I'm trying to get time to put them all up. So I hope you guys have been enjoying all the content so far. I appreciate all the support. I just want to let you guys know, and thank you guys all so much for watching, you know, liking everything you've done. It's really great. I have a fun time making content for you guys. So we'll go ahead and start moving up here on the flank, and we're gonna want to take this hill as soon as possible. Our whole goal is to get up on this hill. We'll get the Slayers up there, and we'll use spacebar so we can see where we put them. We're going to get the organ gun right on top. Let's go ahead and get our main elite squad up here, and that should be pretty good for us. All right. So we're going to go ahead and select all of them. Let's go ahead and put them right here, and we should be able to get that downhill angle on them. That should be awesome if we can just get the organ gun on top of this hill. Now let's go ahead and take a look over here. You can see some black orcs, 2 groups of black orcs. You see these regular goblin archers. Where's the rustiers? Do we have rustiers? So 4 goblin archers, 2 regular goblins. We've got the orc boar chariots, so that should get through. We do have Grimgor Ironhide, so Grimgor is the best. I don't know if you guys know that, but we're going to go ahead and let's get this organ gun shooting if we can. I don't know if it's going to be able to shoot from up here. It may have to crest this hill a little bit farther, but I think he is starting to realize what kind of heat he's going to take. He's probably got to get moving real fast. At the same time, he'll take some big hits from these organ guns if he doesn't... Alright, let's go ahead and... Actually, let's go ahead and... Oh, man. Oh man, let's go ahead and just see if we can get this going. Oh, all right, let's go ahead and move up just a bit, and that should be good. We'll go ahead and move our organ gun up. Get the organ gun to start shooting there. Keep protecting it. Go ahead and move our lead basher squad there up. And it looks like he is going to try to engage us on the flatland. So that actually makes sense. But I will have, you know, pretty good shots with this organ gun at this point. Look at that. So we'll see it start shooting, and it just nails that orc boar chariot. That's not even what we were aiming for. We're aiming for the black orcs there. Alright, the Thunderers are going to shoot at some goblins. Let's go ahead and we'll make them feel like we're going to let that happen for 1 second. And so since we do not want our Nord Gremlins, we're going to go ahead and put them on melee mode so that they don't use their charges right here. And then we're going to charge these goblins right here with our front lines. You see we're starting to take some... that's okay. So those goblins are actually now going to get countercharged right in the side since they turned to fight Ungrim there. And we're going to keep this Thane just right in here battling. So if you see here, that orc boar chariot is actually getting... in the back there, and look at all of these night goblins. Oh my god, I missed it. Oh, I was wondering why I was being so calm. Alright, so it's okay, we're just going to keep firing. Let's see if we can get some shots here at these goblin archers in the background. At this point, we're going to drop our artillery engine, and we're going to run. We're going to try to get out of there. Hopefully he won't destroy it. Our Slayers are in there. We do not want Slayers engaged against night goblins. I mean, their speed is only 31 though. I don't know if they'll be able to get away, but we'll go ahead and try it. And this is just a crazy army here in the back. So I mean, we're going to be doing great up in the front. Let's see if we can get in there. We'll go ahead and fight Grimgor. Oh man, there's a huge blast going. Let's see if we can get some of those. We've got melee mode on. Let's see if we can get in here. Oh man. And he is coming right at me heavy. So we're going to get some shots off. We're going to start taking some shots here at Grimgor. Everyone in the back is still fighting. I wish that we could get on top of that organ gun. But, you know, we do have the hammers back here. And those hammers are just going to destroy those night goblins. The Slayers will also kill them, but they'll take a lot of hits. Grimgor is taking some big hits now. You can see here that we have engaged those nasty skulkers. Our dwarfs are starting to chase units away, and I mean, just the elite infantry of the dwarfs, who will have a hard time getting through some of these. Alright, so we are going to use the Tormentor Sword there. Let's go ahead and get everyone right on top of Grimgor as soon as possible. If we can take down Grimgor, then that only leaves him with his Shaman back there, which will be pretty nasty. At the same time, we do have these Thunders. Let's get them shooting at the Orc Boar Chariot since Grimgor is pretty much broken. We do want to keep attacking Grimgor, but we also want this Orc Boar Chariot down as well. Oh man, let's go ahead and if we can get one more hit on Grimgor there. Oh man. Okay, so we are taking some shots now from some more of these Goblin Archers. Let's see if we can get a better wrap here. Just try to get all of our units engaged at this point. We have, it looks like we have, we're going to kill Grimgor. He's got 300 health left. What's going on here in the back? They're going to have a hard time cutting through our armor still. At this point, let's see if we can't get, yeah, we're okay still. So those hammers are just cutting through those weak units there in the back. We have killed Grimgor now. And let's go ahead and start moving up on this Orc Shaman, move up on these Goblin Archers. If we can, we'll get these Dwarf Warriors on top of these Boar Chariots. Black Orcs over here, those guys are buffed, so they do have, look at that, 80 melee attack. Black Orcs with 80 melee attack will do a ton of damage. 24 seconds left. Let's see, do whatever we can, kind of try to just keep fighting. We do, oh, there we go. So we have routed the guys in the back there. That was an awesome attack. I should have been checking around, man. That is there's still some units coming back there. That is a problem I have with my micro that I should have definitely been paying attention to. So you see, we've got Tormentor Sword now, finally ready. We're gonna use it, and we're gonna kill this Orc Shaman if we can. I mean, he is Tormentor Sworded out. Look at those chunks. Now, see, do you guys see how good Ungrim is? Even if he doesn't have... Alright, so now that we caught the Orc Shaman, obviously the leadership was going down, and that was that. Orc goes down. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look at this post-game wrap-up. That one, I was a little bit rusty on that one. I should have been paying attention about backline. I mean, I didn't count... I mean, obviously I knew that what he had in the front there seemed like it couldn't have cost the full amount of an army, but I was pretty cocky. Luckily for me, we were able to get some units in the back there. The organ gun, although I mean it got some shots off in the beginning, it actually did some good damage to that boar chariot right in the beginning, and it did kill a few black orcs. But it was not on for most of the battle, so I needed to protect it better, definitely. Or at least move it out of the way instead of, you know, dropping it maybe. I don't know. But at the same time, 122 kills on those Slayers in the back. So all those units that kind of got in there, these Slayers were just all we needed to chop them up. 154 on the Hammers. So those two guys by themselves pretty much turned the game by doing so well in the back line. The front line there, I mean, we cut down Grimgor. The Thunders grabbed a Chevron. That's probably just from pure damage right on top of Grimgor, or from, I mean, we did do some good damage with them on some of these other units. I mean, they were in there just taking HP off of people. Nordgrimlings, look how healthy they are. I mean, it's so cool. These guys can last forever. I'm almost always including them now. Just like kind of like the Thane, you know, the Nordgrimlings are kind of right in there with those two units for me. But either way, it worked out pretty well. We got some good kills across the board, and I'm glad that, so I remember in the beginning of the game, guys, I was saying the Dwarf Warriors, how I'm going to bring them in case he goes all like goblin heavy. And I'm so glad I had all of those Dwarf Warriors. I mean, 71, 58, 52. Even though some of them were taken down and killed, just the mass of Dwarf Warriors I had was easily countering these this mass of goblins and different stuff that was on the other squad ready to fight me. Either way, let's take a look at my opponent, RSD. It was a great game. I always love the Greenskins. I love seeing Grimgor, even though he's not very competitive anymore. He's still a lot of fun to play with. I love to bring him, but you saw how easily we were able to kind of take him down, and that, you know, for how big of a model he is, and he still gets knocked around and stuff too, which is a pain. You know, he should be able. He's Grimgor. He should just always be charging forward, never be knocking down. At the same time, the Orc Shaman in the back there, you saw him, he was buffing his units the entire time. So when you get those big buffs on top of a lot of these goblin units, I mean, it does really well. But one unit of Black Orcs was kind of ineffective. The other group got 88 kills, which is pretty good. But they probably got dragged down by some of these light units. In the back, a lot of those, hidden nasty stalkers and those night goblins that came in the back, they were grouped up, they got routed off, and the orc board chariots weren't really able to do much either. So overall, I mean, it was a fun battle, but there was just a little bit that probably could have went just a little bit of a different way. I mean, if those nasty skulkers and some of those units if the hammers weren't in the back, if they had managed to get into those thunders and take them out. But I mean, it's just really hard to take down Nor Gremlins and stuff like that for the Greenskins. Either way, I want to say great game to my opponent, RSD, and I want to thank you guys all so much for watching. Subscribe below if you haven't for more great online content. This is Black Iron, and this has been another one of Black Iron's Battles.